This is gonna be a very short video, 7 minutes and 2 seconds. I should do these more often because then I'd actually post. I'm trying to prove to myself that it doesn't matter what I recorded on and that I don't need some kind of fancy lighting, YouTube setup, etc. So I'm recording this on my phone on a windowsill with no light, just natural light. And I am going to tell you the 5 things that you should do the first week that you move to London. I have realized I made a grave mistake. My list is on the phone. You're the phone. You're on the phone. So I'm going to try to do this from memory. Okay. Number 1, doctor. Okay. We're diving right into the things that are so important. You need to go get your doctor. I will do a whole video on this if you want of how to do it, but please, for the love of God, sign up with your doctor, go register with them, make sure you have somebody. I didn't do this. I literally didn't do this till like more than 6 months in, which is why I couldn't get my jab on time, because there was a massive wait list. Don't be like me. I'm sure most of you have your vaccines already, but just in case like there's an emergency or anything, it's so helpful to already have your doctor. Like, you're just like, bam. It's cheaper than the US. There's no reason not to do it. Please do it. I know you're so excited to go see all the sites, but get your GP. Okay? Okay. Speaking of sites, this is also one of the things. Go see. I know everyone's like, you have to see non-tourist London. You have all the time in the world for that. You just moved to London. Okay, like let's give that a moment. Congratulations, by the way, because that's not a small feat. That's a pretty big thing to do. You just moved to London, one of, I think, the most beautiful cities in the world. Go see the touristy places. Who cares? Go see Big Ben. Obviously, you have to go see Big Ben. Go through Westminster, get yourself some coffee, or walk around with some wine, because you can do that now. Go see Buckingham Palace. Go to Soho. Go to oh my God, I'm already forgetting all the names. Go and get yourself some goodies at Camden Market. Go and do all of the stupid, silly touristy things, because before you know it, your time in London will be up and you're going to regret it. You're going to have no pictures of anything. You're not going to have gone. Why? Because you're too cool. No one is too cool for the touristy spots, okay? Go see them. I live in Chicago and I just started now. I've been here for 20 years and I just now started going to see the touristy spots because I realized I never have. And you know what? It's very, very cool. You have plenty of time to go and check out all of the non-touristy spots. And most of them you're going to find while just walking around anyway. So you're not too cool for it. Go do it. You're going to love it. And let yourself enjoy it. Like, I think there's like this whole like, oh, it's so blasé. It's not. It's very, very cool. Okay. There's a lot of history there. Pop on the London Eye. I did it and I don't regret it at all. I'm going back with my sister and we're going to hit all the touristy spots again because you just have to. It's fine. You're fine. It's fine. Number 3, and I just kind of mentioned this right now, you are not going to have enough time. There is never enough time. There is literally not enough time. 9 months flew by like this. Most of my London experience happened during COVID, so I was in a lockdown for quite some time there. Hopefully yours won't. I don't think it will. Things are only looking up, fingers crossed, but you're still gonna not have enough time. Whatever you can do, do it now. Like, don't put anything off till, oh, when I find some time to do that. Before you know it, you're gonna be packing your bags, crying your eyes out because it's time to go back home, or it's just time to move on to the next chapter and you're not going to have that time to do all of the things that you want. There are so many things on my list that I just didn't get around to because it was like, oh, when things open up more or when there's time for them. And it's not necessarily things that I wasn't able to do because of the pandemic. It was like taking walks in certain areas, going to visit certain places that I just didn't get around to. And it breaks my heart. But again, I'm going back next month, so I'm going to try to squeeze those in. But for your sake, write down all the things that you want to see. Write down all the things you want to do. Write down all the places you want to visit. London is so incredibly connected. It's crazy. You're able to literally go to St. Pancras Station, go to any of the stations really, an hour to 2 hours out of London via train. You're in a whole different world. Go see it. It's like £30 per ticket. I went to Oxford. I went to Windsor. I went to Cambridge. I went to Dover. And all of this was in the month of June because that's when I was able to finally travel again. Go see as much as you can, honestly, because before you know it, turning around, it's time to go. Go see everything, please. Promise me right now, if you take anything away from this video, it is to go explore. I know there are going to be days, there are going to be gray days. You live in London now, it's going to get gray. You're not going to want to get out of bed. Do it anyway. You're never going to get this time back. You're never going to get to live there again, unless maybe that's your long-term plan. But for now, you're in London. Please enjoy it. Don't waste it. If you need a down day, fine, but don't get a down week, okay? Up and at 'em. I think that was number 3. Number 4. What's number 4? Get yourself a travel card. Get yourself an Oyster card. You are going to need this so much. Most of you, I'm sure, won't be driving. I didn't drive and I wouldn't drive because the transportation system, 10 out of 10. It's amazing. Now the night train, I think, is actually running again, which is really exciting. One, for women's safety, and also because you're able to just get around a lot longer. You don't have kind of a ticking time as we did, because again, nobody drove, and cabs and Ubers add up and they're so expensive. So get yourself an Oyster card. I'm going to put a bunch of links down below to help you out. I had the student one. I just topped it up as I went because most of my time there wasn't a lockdown. Sorry, messages. So I didn't really need to have a monthly pass because I didn't know how long I would be traveling. But I think that if you are going to be traveling, look at the options, get yourself an Oyster card, and go explore. Go see as much as you can. It's honestly the best. I lived at Baker Street Station, so I would just pop down and literally go anywhere. Like, I would get anywhere in basically 5 to 10 minutes. So definitely take advantage, no matter where you are, no matter how far out you are. The transportation system is great. It's reliable most of the time. It's quite clean, and the English very much keep to themselves, so you're not going to be like bothered by a random person talking to you. So definitely do that. And then number 5. What's something that I wish I did the first week I arrived? Get yourself groceries, but don't stock up like crazy until you know what your eating habits are going to be like. I think this is important because you can kind of get overly excited, and their veg and fruit is really fresh, so it goes bad a lot faster. I found that a lot of fresh food actually in the UK went bad a lot quicker than the US. So really kind of try to watch how much you're buying. You can't bulk buy the way that you did in the States because, again, there just aren't as many preservatives in the food. So you're really not gonna get a lot of time really to eat anything or to eat everything. So kind of wait out and see how much time you spend shopping. Like, for example, I would go down to Tesco like 3 times a week probably. So I very much bought like what I would eat today and tomorrow and maybe the day after, and then I would continuously go. I always had a pantry full of like items that were quick meals because I was in school, and it was quite stressful there in the beginning especially. So just make sure that you've got kind of like the essentials, and then allow yourself some time to kind of see what your eating habits are going to be like and how long you can have perishables for. But I think that's it. Okay, this is gonna be an under 10-minute video. I think I'm gonna start doing this again. Like, I'm sorry, the background is not like fancy. There's no lighting other than the window in front of me. I hope the sound is fine, but I just felt like, you know what? I keep making excuses for not being able to film, and that's what they are, excuses. You're here for a reason, and I want to deliver you all of that content. So here you are. I hope that this was helpful, and let me know what else you want. Also, before you go, I'm going back to London. I'm going back to London next month for my graduation with my sister. My sister's coming with me, and I'm toying around with the idea of vlogging it. I've never vlogged anything before, but I think it would be fun. Let me know if you would want to see like a London vlog. We're gonna be there for I think about a week. Might travel elsewhere also while we're there. So yeah, if this is something you're interested in, let me know so I can start planning now so that I make sure that I actually vlog for you. But yeah, that is it for today. I'm gonna go get changed, go back to class because your girl is working on her UX design certificate with Google, and it's a long one. Until next time, mwah.